Welcome, everyone, to the Max on the Poindexter Lounge Pantheon. We have a surprise guest. This is the weekly show where we talk about the 5 best stories in entertainment. It could be movies, music, video games. We have an interesting show tonight, and I want to we'll go to the panel. Yes, and thank you, Brian, for helping so much with the show. You definitely are a producer. Oh, rocking an earring, man. Getting tats, getting an
Right?
earring. Woo! Look
I
out.
think I'm having somewhat of a midlife crisis, but that's neither here nor there. So
No.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
So, also, with this series, if you would be so kind, can we have some goals here? Can we try to get 100 likes for a series on the internet on YouTube that promotes positive stuff? You know how they say don't hate the player, hate the game? YouTube
Yeah.
and the algorithm is not going to feed you positive content. You have to ask for it. So ask for it by smashing the hell out of the like button. Now, before we get to our special guest, I want to say I've known this person for quite a long time. We disagree a lot, but I don't think we have any ill will towards each other. Although there was a period of time that I went pretty hardcore at him. There's a clue there, and he went pretty hardcore at me too. But we kind of still, I think we unfollowed and followed each other a few times here and there and there. But one of the original goals of my channel was to challenge myself and challenge each other. And how could anything get really better in the future? Really, is talking to people that you don't necessarily, fundamentally, like Mark Hamill said, I fundamentally disagree with some of the things you say, but they're still people. They still have ideas, and why not try to build a bridge towards people, and try to have conversations, and try to see if we do have common ground. Even Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, he had that big stream, Common Ground. He tried a little bit. I still go after him consistently, but he tried. So that's a good thing, right?
I always stand by the fact that I think we all have a lot in common. It's just sometimes our methods might be a little bit different. So.
Yeah. So I think, Brian, if that's a good introduction, I think you'll all be surprised who decided that, and he always said, yeah, we could talk sometime. We could talk sometime.
I'm not the special guest?
No, Jimbo, I'm sorry.
No,
I thought it was Eddie.
Although it seems like it, Jimbo. You haven't been long in a while. Where have you been, Jimbo? You are a special guest. No, I'm just kidding.
Does Marvel would Marvel? Yeah, I got you covered, Marvel Mania. Relax.
Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, hey, the widow is here. Ashley. Hey, Ashley.
Hey.
Okay. All right. I think it's time to bring in our special guest.
All right, here we go.
Hail the chat. Hail everybody. Hail Mad Max. Hail the entire panel. Love seeing y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash the like button and share out a link for this channel. Y'all have been listening to Max like I've been listening to Max for years, and it's time to support positivity, coming together, looking at different views. I love what Max is doing. I love all y'all out there in the chat. Thank you, Mad Max, for so much, and thank you, panelists, for having me here.
Okay, yeah. If you don't know, this is the author of the Phantom Menace historian. He's going by formerly known. I don't know if you're doing the Prince thing or not.
Oh no, God, I'll be too kidding. I've had a train wreck of a year, man. I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
Oh no,
no, I'm doing well, man. I am the Phantom Menace historian. I am working on the Phantom Menace Volume 2. Which chronicles the years between 2018 and 19 of a consumer grassroots backlash against what they believe to be bigotry in entertainment. And okay. I'm looking forward to writing this. I'm writing another aspect of this book that I am very interested in, that I've been a part of. And unfortunately, to a degree, I have to remove myself from this part of the book because I have been a part of this history, just like people like Mad Max Movie Talks. I'm going to be interviewing him for the Phantom Menace Volume 2 because I believe the culture that has been created amongst YouTubers, amongst people coming together to talk about different aspects of what we believe, to stand up for our modern myths, however we see it, and to espouse our opinions, how we feel them to be. is not just a TFM thing. It's not just people that praise TFM. It's not just an anti-TFM thing. This is a culture that has been created amongst all of us that continues on, of standing up for one another, promoting one another, and speaking our minds, having a place where we can speak how we feel. And that is very important to me. And I believe that people in this chat, the supporters of Mad Max Movie Talks, who has been around since the beginning, should also have a representation in this book, because we have all, whether we like each other, agree with each other, talk to each other or not, we have all been a part of this sphere of growth and positivity. So I'm looking forward to working with Mad Max Movie Talks and hail the panel, hail the chat.
I just found the video.
I didn't know that you were going to announce. I thought that might be a secret that I'm going to be interviewed potentially for this.
No, I think that's out there. Important. Cool. I think it's very important, Max, because you have been, dude, the first channels that I followed, bro. All right, the first channels that I actually cared about.
You're still trying to get me to buy one of your books. Okay.
No, absolutely. You kidding? No, you kidding, dude? I'm holding it. I'll sell whatever I can sell. I'm trying to make money. I don't know about that, Steven.
I respect you that you're writing, that you're doing something with your thoughts and you're putting something out there. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna purchase it. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a part of it, I'm gonna send you a free copy, man.
Oh, you have to, man.
All right. I can deal with that. No, but hey, RJ or Marvel Mania. Hey, Marvel.
Still RJ. What's up?
Hey, RJ.
So
I decided, Steven, we reached out to me recently, and I'm like, you know what? Let's collab. Let's challenge ourselves. Find stuff we could do. And he said before the stream, he's like, I'd like to talk about some positive stuff as well. Hopefully
like Morbius.
I don't know. Did you like Morbius, Steven?
I haven't had a chance to see Morbius. I've also been up north working. I just came back. I've only been back for a few weeks, and I haven't caught up on all the news. Just recently, I've been streaming and working with with Rogue Entertainment, my other YouTubers. But I mean, like Max was just saying, I was back here for 5 minutes talking with Brian. We both Trekkies. We already connect.
Yes.
Max, look at my name.
Can't wait to see his content.
Dollar Store Doomcock. Oh yes, because
Doomcock.
Yes.
I just found it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Would Enosh be okay with us watching that eventually? That I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't say where it's from.
Oh yeah, we know where it's from.
Hey, Max is the one that said it. Don't blame me.
Y'all don't understand. All right, Max and I, we fought. We were fighting each other. Great Order in the fourth wave, man. You remember those days, dude?
The Gray Order.
Yeah.
That's how I got my start on YouTube.
Right. All right, Brian. Well, I'm still subscribing to you, bro.
No, it's okay. Those videos are still there. I kind of laugh at them.
Something I do, even though I don't go along with a lot of your pins, but something I do value is you do try. You're the one of the groups the hardest in your section of fandom that tries the hardest for smaller creators. You and the Fandom Collective. Mm-hmm. I've always thought that. And I know you like to say hail too. That's another thing. That's fine.
I don't mean it like that.
I know. That's your thing.
Yeah.
But I do give you respect there for keeping the small creators there. And some things I think we do agree with on censorship of small creators, and something I think that I was actually wrong about recently that I've admitted was the Gina Carano situation. Even though I don't like the things she said, I'm still not a fan of that. I don't think there's a lot of consistency on how they treat certain people. And it's not even necessarily politics in Steven. It really comes down to sometimes how popular you are in Hollywood, or how many awards you have.
Yes.
How many? Right. So I don't even think it's a politic angle. I think it's really just your history, because the more rewards you get or the more notoriety you get, the more you could get away with. And we got to remove that and treat people like people, and it has to be consistent.
Yes, absolutely.
Even though I don't agree with the things she said, I don't see the consistency there. If we could also, if anyone on the panel has some questions for Steven, try to keep it on the positive angle, maybe like a friendly pushback a little bit of any of his ideas, or
Or
I'm
straight up
pretty up for it.
detraction. No, straight up detraction, man.
I don't know
think,
what I don't know what
you know.
Steven believes, so I don't know if I can really detract.
Well, how
We'll work it out through the stream.
yeah. How do you feel? Are you? I know you have a lot of criticisms about Hollywood and entertainment. Have you been able to enjoy anything recently? Any movies? Any streaming
the
series?
Northman. I like the Northman.
Oh, you did see it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you see it today, or when did you see it? Or yesterday?
Earlier. Mm.
Oh wow, I do want to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good film. There are some entertainments that I like, and for instance, I'm on my panel, I'm at Rogue Entertainment on my panel, and as any of you who have known me for a long time know, I built like an anti Kathleen Kennedy, TFM channel.
Yeah.
I was, and a lot of my friends are of that ilk, like don't support Disney, F Disney, and all opinions are valid, right? But for me, I was talking about the Kenobi trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing.
Oh, great! That's great.
I'm
glad to hear it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with it and the direction of the series. I know a lot of people, especially in my part of the indie sphere, are all very anti, anything that comes out of Disney Star Wars. But if we do not allow for just the smallest chance for someone creative who loves what they are doing to come in and produce content for everyone, not just themselves, not just the market, but for the fans, then we should foster that. That's a positive growth. That's a positive impact in our entertainments and our modern myths. And I think that door should always be, if not left open, just a little crack open, Max. Like just it may be good. I don't know.
I'm optimistic about Obi-Wan. I am a little concerned that it could be another pivotal moment within the fandom if it's the consensus is that it fails. If it fails with the public perception, if it reaches outside our bubbles and then the general public doesn't like it or thinks it's really subpar compared to the OG trilogy or the prequels, because regardless of how they think about the prequels, a lot of people are pretty consistent that they think Obi-Wan's been pretty good consistently, even in the prequels, even if they don't like the prequels. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hesitant, but yes, I'm in that. That is probably going to be one of the top stories this week, is something related to Obi-Wan. RJ, have you seen anything this week that should be considered for really good entertainment news this week? It's been a rough week.
Do you want positive stories or
positive
stories?
Positive. This has been the hardest week. No, that we
positive as we can, RJ.
No, this week's been the most difficult because we've been doing this for like 4 or 5 weeks now, or is it 6? How many weeks, Brian?
This is week number 6.
Number 6, and so far it's been pretty smooth. But this week I'm like struggling.
That's a tough
struggling.
one.
There's not a lot of positive stories out there this week. It's been mostly negative headlines.
Very true.
Well, I have one positive, but no one agrees with me. The Halo series. I'm really enjoying the Halo series.
Are you really?
Episode was amazing. I loved a lot of aspects of it.
One good episode does not make up for 4 episodes.
RJ, do you even watch the show, or are you just saying?
I have watched it. I have. It was very boring.
A lot of people are not like. I think the numbers are good though.
I think
for what it
Quan
is.
Haas storyline is weak and should have been cut out and forgotten about after Master Chief dropped her off with the old Spartan 2. I think that storyline should have been cut, because now I'm just like, I just don't care, and I keep skipping over it. But
have you got a chance to see that one, Steven? Any interest in it, or I don't know if you're.
I am so interested in it. Halo was the first game one of the first games I got to teach my son how to use a controller. It was that Indiana Jones Legos. So I've been playing Halo since we were the original Xbox, and we were gathering together in my buddy's apartment and putting 4 of them together and and networking it. I have not seen it because I'm the type of person who can't wait for the next episode. I've got to watch it. I'm one of those.
I wish I did that.
So I've been not trying to listen to all the hate about it, to be honest with you.
It's a good adaptation for what, there's a lot of things that me and Hans have been talking about.
No. I completely disagree. I'm sorry.
What?
Well, all right,
Oh,
but
wow.
there's a lot of aspects to it that take from not only Halo Reach but the very early Halo games. Of course, they change a lot of aspects, and some of them are just kind of questionable. But overall, it's as we're getting into the later part of the season, I think it's going to kind of be a telling point of like this is the direction that they're actually like the story they're going to be adapting, and depending on how they continue to prolong the story will basically be kind of like the indicating factor, like whether this season and kind of their adaptation of the games is good or not. I think so far they're doing a decent job. I mean, they definitely could do better, but it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
Well, the major concern, and you played the first Halo, Steven, right? So
Yeah.
the major concern a lot of people have, and it's actually I really like the show, but okay, behave, Steven.
I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay,
asking in the private chat.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, Max, it's called a private chat for a reason.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just kidding.
so the series, the game, he never takes the helmet off, for Halo, and then in this live action series, he takes it off quite a bit, and that's been contentious with the fans, also because it wasn't like an epic moment, an epic reveal.
Yeah,
and
although
I love it because I love the gameplay of Halo. I kind of skip past some of the story parts in the games, the cinematics, and I don't really feel attached to the character beyond he looks cool in his badass armor. Now I actually feel for Master Chief, and I'm in my opinion, my subjective opinion, I feel like it was necessary for a lot of the story beats to remove the helmet to get that emotion. But it kind of
something I wanted to mention because in Halo Reach there's a Spartan 2 because if you remember Halo Reach, he's with a bunch of Spartan 3s, and there's one Spartan 2, George, and he removes his helmet frequently, so it's not like something that's taboo amongst Spartans. It's something that happens periodically. It's just Master Chief, we don't see it a lot because he's always in action and combat.
I think it's lazy on their part.
But
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just not a fan of that choice whatsoever. I think it was really lazy of them, to be honest.
Well,
I don't know.
This is supposed to be a positive show, RJ.
I'm gonna be positive. I got a really positive stuff. I'm just saying
he's positive that he hates it.
I'm positive that I do not like the show. But
okay,
Positively negative.
That's a positive. That's a positive answer.
Wow. All right. So this latest episode though, I've got there. I think there. Yeah, this special
effects. A little positive. I like the grunts. I'm glad they brought the grunts in.
Hey Chris, do you recognize this dude?
Hey, first of all, listen real quick. Slipped on a rock today, broke my left middle finger. Okay.
Oh no.
Then got out of the ER just in time to say I'm gonna drive to the Cineplex and watch Northman. Get there and it's sold out. Drive all the way home. But silver lining, Stephen Walton's on the panel.
Oh hell, Chris! Good to see you, bro.
I am a Stephen Walton fan. I always have been.
Oh really?
Yeah, I love this book. I love this book, man. I mean, I didn't agree with a lot of it, but I loved it.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Well,
I just can't believe you two are sitting next to each other, you know?
Well, no, he reached out to me about this interview, and I'm like, you know what? We put off long enough, and one of my original goals was to talk to people, as many people as I can. We could be cordial.
Yeah, nobody understands. Max and I in private DMs, like away from everybody else, we give each other back kisses.
I just remember. I still watch that video if I want. Steven, if I want a good laugh, I still watch that. Because I'm mad.
I went too hard in the because part. I went too hard on that aspect.
I still watch it though. When you go to put the cookie in your mouth, when you go to put the cookie in your mouth and you can't get it through the mask, I still laugh. Me and Brodan still. And we love Max, but that's funny shit.
Yeah, my wife laughs at it.
The most entertaining 10 minutes of my life on YouTube was on a Cooking with Ruthie stream 2 Christmases ago, Max came on. It was the only other time we were on a panel together, and he was like, "No, play it. I want to hear it." And he just he lent into it, like the whole video, and just I was dying laughing.
Well, before you and him ever got into it, man, I used to follow you because you were big into the EU stuff, and I didn't really care too much for Ryan Cannell, so I would watch you instead. And then somehow B-Level got involved with everybody, and this whole Star Wars war jumped off over who was a true Star Wars fan, and I'm just like, man, it's the hell with that. I'm switching to Marvel.
you have a very passionate fan base in a lot of these franchises, and so the hyperbole is going to go through the roof when you have a genuine love. Like you see this universe as this, it is static, and that is how it is, and there's no way outside of those lines. And I'm not saying that's good or bad. You know, it's good to have. In an aspect, in a way, it's good to have gatekeepers because they're going to keep the lore and continuity and be like, no, this is this and this and this and this. But the negative of that is pushing people away from a conversation, not being able to delegate the nuance of, hey, I like Picard more than I like so and so. You know, like I love Ben Sisko. He's my favorite captain. I'll go down in the dirt fighting anybody on that one. That's my number one captain.
No, that's how it would go down.
That's right. That's how it goes
Ben
down.
Sisko's number one.
Hey man, without all that, Max wouldn't have anybody to argue.
When it comes to Star Wars, it was a specific time period. There was a lot of things going on, a lot of politically, socially perspectives that clashed in various different ways. And then you had people out there, bad actors, who were just like, trying to increase the drama so that they can make sales or they can grow. And I'm not just talking about YouTube. Like, this is everywhere. This is the political sphere, the social sphere, politics everywhere. And like Max was saying earlier,
I think it's not
really about politics.
I think some of those same people are in the opposite end of your books, though.
Look and listen, and that is your perspective and a valid point from your perspective, because depending on what your position is here, the bad guy is it vacillates. It depends, on who it is. Yeah. That's why. I mean,
look at Rodan. Even he's like, wait, what the fuck?
That's why it's important in this book, Chris. It's important in this book to have somebody like Max, who's been around from the beginning, who has had that opposite, who has had that different perspective this entire time, and also tried to foster positivity at times. Like, if I've seen Max. Like, I've gone through my ups and downs, y'all know, but he, and so was he.
Oh, I took a lot of shit for paying money for your book. Yeah, I took shit. People were like, "You're gonna pay money." Yeah, I'm gonna pay money.
I appreciate
that. And plus, but I ordered 10 of Lungus books. You know what I mean, for the tattoo shop, because I just want to support people. I just want to support people.
To Stephen give credit, when we were most volatile towards each other, I'm like, "You're never getting to volume 5."
I don't think I'm getting to volume 5.
Actually, hold on. Can we actually do that thing with your eyes again, real quick? Don't.
Ashley ain't getting no attention.
I simp hard. I fawn.
Yes, behave, gentlemen. Behave. This always happens when we get one lady on the panel. Yeah,
we're nerds, Max.
Yeah. Ashley, just let me know. Let me know if I'll take care of those fools.
You got to give these ladies that positive reinforcement, man. You got to let them know they're doing a good job.
Chris, do you need some positive reinforcement?
No, I don't want to be cool. I stopped trying. I gave up trying to be cool a long time ago. That's for y'all. I don't want to be cool.
Well, Brian, this is a hint towards one of the things that I think is a very important, and I had to do some searching this week. But
I have 3. I got 3 stories.
Oh, well, this is Star Wars, and we have one main topic, which I was surprised Steven's commentary before we went live about. I was like, the MCU is a thing, and we're gonna get to that. Okay. So if you would be so kind, Brian, to bring up this first, we have to all agree on the panel for the top 5 stories of the week and rank them.
Morbius 2 announcement.
So Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I'm looking forward to. Steven said he's looking forward to. Natalie Holt. It's another first. We love firsts for representation, Steven. Mm-hmm. Natalie Holt is the first woman to score a live-action Star Wars project.
Good for her.
Great. I love John Williams.
Well, he is composing a theme in the show too.
Hearing a kid. I
I
apologize.
know, somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, well, yeah, well, I mean, but she also talked about how much she appreciated John Williams, and then John came in and talked to Kennedy, and he's actually going to do, he's doing one score, like for the
he's
show.
doing he's composing the main theme for Obi-Wan.
Because
he said he never got to compose a theme for Obi-Wan in the original film. A New Hope. So he gets the chance to do that finally.
That's awesome. I think that's a win. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
Her music was really good in Loki as well. She's a very
I like
composer.
that we're getting to a point. I love John Williams, but he can't do it forever. And we're getting to a point where we have other composers getting a shot for Star Wars. As a composer, is there any bigger opportunity in blockbuster movies? I don't think so. So it's great that she is getting her shot, and I can't wait to hear it. I want to make sure to really pay attention to Obi-Wan. So Deborah Chow and we have now representation behind this lens for directing now. But now to head up to be a showrunner though.
You're just gonna throw Deborah out there. You're not gonna throw the other one out there.
No. I'm saying yes. I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Max. I'm just messing with you. Bro.
They've done episodes, but I think Deborah Chow is actually the main in charge.
She directed my favorite episodes.
Yeah,
she did. That third episode, amazing. That's my favorite episode of the first season.
So I definitely think this could be in the consideration. RJ, do you want to throw one out there before we get to the main one, the MCU?
That's a positive story?
That's a positive story, yes.
Okay, I'll be curious to see how you word that. For me, there's a couple. There's the Lightyear trailer that came out this week. The new Lightyear trailer. Did anyone see that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I did. RJ, really?
I did.
I put it in the chat. Like, I don't get excited for animation very
much.
much.
Chris was over the moon for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one, man. You know.
Oh yeah,
I'm actually excited to see Lightyear. That looks good.
I'm actually so on that. Like,
why are you so?
I mean, I think it's good. I'm happy Pixar's getting into theaters.
There's no tentacles involved. Right. Max doesn't like it.
Whoa, Chris. Fake news.
No, I love the Toy Story. Real. I love the Toy Story movies because I share them with my kid. Yeah. And when she saw that, she sent it to me, and then I was like, well, you know, I'll wait for the main trailer to drop, and then all my friends will be talking about it online, and you know, she thinks we're all a bunch.
There's also the other one I was going to bring up is that The Rock and his production company, $7 Productions, they're producing a live action film adaptation of the video game It Takes Two, which won game of the year last year. It's going to land at Amazon.
Was that the one where you got to break out of prison?
No, it takes no.
I swear to God, there was a game where you got to break out of prison. It was two people. It was
that was A Way Out. It's made by the same developer. No,
It
Takes Two is the one where you play as like the couple that's arguing and their child wishes for them to get back together. So they get turned like these little dolls, and you have to like figure out like to get back to normal. It Takes Two, one game of the year last year.
It sounds kind of depressing, actually.
It's actually a really funny game.
All right. Yeah, I've heard that. I'll be honest with you, RJ. I don't think it's charting this week. It Takes Two.
Because there's nothing else but negative stories.
No, there is some stuff. I have one other. I have one that you're going to be hyped about.
Does anyone else have positive stories?
I have one other.
There's Aaron Paul announcing the birth of his first son. Bryan Cranston was announced as the Godfather.
That's yeah, man. That's positive.
You're going to be. This is a good one. Brian, if you want to highlight this is a positive. We need Robert Pattinson. Well, not for Brian. Brian was not a fan. I'm actually interested to see what Steven, did you get a chance to check out the Batman?
I have not yet, and I really want to. I do want to see this film.
Well, don't listen to Brian, please.
Okay, you got it.
All right, no problem.
I don't know. Brian's a Trekkie. I don't know. I got to coast. Brian and I were already tight. We already have a connection.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie.
Yeah,
there's always things you're not going to agree with Brian on.
You contributed to this number, though.
This is true.
I was one of that. Beat out the Snyder Cut.
True.
One of the.
So the Batman debuts at 720K households on HBO Max,
which is like significantly higher than the Snyder Cut.
Okay, you didn't
Like
have to.
300K
that's
more.
all-
They also
or
don't
something
report to
like that.
Nielsen, so you don't know how
That's not true.
these numbers.
Well, it's
go down.
also the important thing is that this is just Samba TV, so it's only
Yes.
people who enrolled in that program. But I had to bring it up because it does show positive growth. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Plus,
I think
HBO
that's
Max is in way more places now compared to when the Snyder Cut came out, so maybe that could be a factor as well. I don't know.
well. That's a good thing for streaming. That's also been a little controversial about streaming, and we've reached a plateau with Netflix, and so anything good for streaming, I'm all about because I want the entertainment industry to be around. I know it creates jobs. I know people are critical of it, but what if they did fail? I want content.
It could change into something else, Max.
Zeno,
my
that's not
perspective.
true, man.
Yeah, no. Brian did bring that up yesterday. Yeah, if something fails, something else could take its place and potentially be better, and the market decides. Yes, but
That's just mean, Eddie. That's
Eddie,
just mean.
come on now.
Plus, it's an oxymoron, Eddie, because you can't even make one of those movies with. Never mind.
Oof.
All right, well, now you made me lose my thoughts, Eddie. Okay.
That's what my team does to me, Max.
No, but Steven, how are you on the streaming services? Do you support them monetarily? Do you want them to succeed? Or, I know you're critical. Where do you stand with HBO, Netflix, and Disney Plus?
I don't have HBO. I don't have Disney Plus at the moment. I do still have Netflix, and I know I'm going to get shit for that, but it is what it is. I don't have cable at my house right now, so it's just that's my go-to, and it's got DS9 on it, and I just watch that on repeat. I support what you want to support. Me personally, I'm not going to support Disney Plus at the moment because I don't like the things that are happening at and around Disney, although I hope for the future, because there are people there there's tens of thousands of people that are employed by this company that I don't think have anything to do with any of the stuff that I don't like. You know what I mean? You're talking about people just trying to get paychecks and just trying to feed their families. And like I said, there's always that little crack that you've got to leave open. Maybe things can get better. So if Disney, if the public image of Disney and if they begin to operate in ways that I see change, then I would get Disney Plus again.
Yeah. Well, I respect people to vote with their money.
Vote what you want.
I do. I do that because also, even though I don't particularly have the same issues you do with Disney,
right?
I do see other people being critical of Warner Brothers talent recently, and they might question whether they should support things too.
Right.
So it's still consistently people have issues with things going on, and that's their right to
and we're
to
all
vote.
busybodies, Max. Well, some people just like to be in other people's business, and we love watching a good train wreck or dumpster fire, and it's like, and that's going to get promoted because the news promotes that kind of bad
That's
imagery.
True. That's true.
And YouTubers, I mean, it's like say what you want. You know what I mean? Some of us gotta be TMZ, to know if you want to grow. Some of us just take that path and just do that,
That's true.
And it's drama sells. So, you're going to see the negatives more than the positives, but there are positives out there. There are people in the industry who are not complete shitbags. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
Brian, I'm gonna stick up for you and say that you don't dislike, and you're gonna cop a plea in the chat like that. I will never do a crime with you.
What? It's true. I mean,
you've never said I don't like things if they're popular. You've never said that.
I've never said that. I just said I was very cynical about this particular movie.
Okay, yeah, but he said you don't like things if they're popular.
This is coming from the biggest contrarian in the YouTube chat.
No, Brian
literally the nickname Mr. Contrarian. Yes,
Brian really tries to like everything. He really.
I honestly give it a shot, but seriously, certain things like. No, there's
some things that he loves a little too much though that don't deserve that kind of love, like Canadian rock bands. I'm just saying.
Oh no! Why are you gonna do that when he got his new tattoo?
I mean, he's allowed to love it, I mean, just
21-12, man. 21-12.
Okay. Are you Rush fan, Steven?
I enjoy Rush, but I'm not a fan. I wouldn't say like I'm a mega fan or anything.
Okay.
But if it comes on the radio, I'm down.
Okay. Well,
Brian would be that dude in the van on Fanboys, all rush, all the time. We're not listening to anything else.
That's my favorite part of the whole damn movie. I was like, yes.
So you were in the I don't know his name, but the drummer in Rush is the best of all time.
Neil Peart,
Neil Peart, yeah.
Okay.
Even I'll agree with that. and I'm
I've
not a
seen
Rush
that.
fan.
Yeah, I've seen that argument with other drummers.
And Geddy Lee's one of the best bass players. So
No,
I mean, it's a
I'm not
three-man
gonna go
band,
that-
right? Rush
No,
is 3 people.
you did surprise me
Incredible.
because some of the perception of people in your group, oh, I'm looking forward to Obi-Wan. That might surprise some people to take us in a more positive angle. So where do you stand on Disney Star Wars now? You are looking forward to Obi-Wan. Have you watched the Mando, Boba Fett? You know, where do you stand?
I watched Mando, watched Boba Fett. There were scenes of Boba Fett that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
It wasn't the Boba Fett that I would have expected on screen, but there were parts of it that I really liked. And whenever and this is the thing, like so people, and I'm not dissing anyone. Okay, when you are someone who is very staunch about loyalty to lore, to previous lore, to legends, to the way things are. Like, I understand where you're coming from. That's a position of passion. But there are, and they are the type of people that will say, well, they're tugging on your member berries. They're tugging on you. Well, isn't that what they're supposed to be selling you? Isn't that what they're supposed to be putting together and giving us? So when they're doing that,
as much as consumers complain about it, that's what keep people pay the money for.
I love fan service. Just don't waterboard me with it, you know?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Oh, no doubt. I want to see something new, but I would like to be reminded of why I love about this franchise. So, when I watched the Obi-Wan trailer and I saw Inquisitors, I'm like, oh, yeah. That's what I want to see. I have always maintained that if Disney Star Wars had decided to start in the eras between Revenge of the Sith and Star Wars A New Hope, that's the perfect era to start in. You give us Vader, you give us Inquisitors, you give us people hunting down Jedi, you get all that, the downfall of it, the build up to A New Hope. That's where they should have been. So I'm down for anything in that era. So, and I'm looking forward to seeing it for what it is, and I'm going to like it or dislike it, honestly, and that's how I'm going to present it to my fans.
Okay. Cool. Let's get to the main topic, the MCU, because that's the most controversial on the YouTubes right now. And I was kind of shocked before because I'm like, you know what, Steven? Yeah, I think it does exist, and I'm all for it. Give me that MCU. I want all these great female characters. Okay. I loved the, actually, I was a little underwhelmed by the Thor Love and Thunder trailer, but that wasn't because of Jane Foster. I loved seeing that. I love seeing Scarlet Witch do her thing. She's going to be in Doctor Strange with Sam Raimi directing.
Yes.
And
America Chavez.
Right, Max.
Well, I'm not sold on America Chavez yet. I'm looking forward to the character.
You barely see anything else.
She's gonna be such a I think she's gonna be a very important character, not only in this movie but going forward, due to what she's able to do and kind of her story. So I'm interested to see kind of like how much emphasis they put on her character in this movie, and I'm hyped. We're getting closer and closer.
Yeah, and then Queen Bree, Captain Marvel is coming back, and just to show you where I started, where I am now, Steven, I made that damn video. Even Jeremy didn't do this, and this is where my turning point was. I made the damn video about maybe Disney's buying tickets for Captain Marvel because I was like, no, why did I do this? And then I think I deleted that video. Talk about deleted videos.
Good idea.
Yeah. So, and now I am a huge Brie Larson fan because I love the way she triggers fools. I love when she puts her elbow up on 100%. Like Vin Diesel. I think it's so planned. That's why she makes the big bucks. You cannot convince me otherwise.
She's the queen of trolls.
That Vin Diesel, and she doesn't even need a dress. She ignores her critics, and she does her thing. And you ain't lying if you're lying if you weren't a fan of her Jimmy. Let's behave, gentlemen. But you'd be lying if you weren't a fan of her Jimmy Kimmel appearance. I'm sorry.
You brought it up.
Yeah, you're the one who brought it up.
Like. Yes. So let's talk about this influx of female characters and how you feel about it. Because I am super excited. And I will say this. My main critique of people that are upset with it is the male characters are not being replaced. They're just adding, and they're getting equal billing. They're getting equal billing on the posters and everything there. but I still think there's a lot there, and I don't think the men are being emasculated. I think that people actually feel that, but I think that's hyperbolic, and I don't see a lot of substance to those claims. To me,
There's
personally.
definitely some hyperbole involved, some projection. You know, men's egos. You know who we are.
Hyperbole sells. You know,
it does sell. I think there's also some very objective observations that hit on point, at least in the way that I see them. But I love women. I love seeing strong. I have no problem seeing a strong woman on screen. I love that. I love looking at the female form. I love looking at.
We grew up on it. Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor.
Yeah. I love Scarlet Witch. That's a great character. I like Natalie Portman, and so that's like, I haven't said anything. This is the first time I've even saying it on anywhere. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing what she looks like, or how she does, because she bulked up for that role, and I do like Portman as an actress. I want to see if she brings it, Max.
That's the other thing that's the other thing. Brie didn't play no victim when people were, a little misogynistic about her assets, including,
right. Well, she's selling it. I mean, she's doing
no. But she went to the gym. She didn't complain or nothing, and she worked hard to get where she's at, and she keeps doing it, and she does push for equality in pay, which is not.
That's not a bad thing.
No, people are again hyperbolic that, it's not really there. There is still a big gap in there, and she pushed for it. And I think she deserves it. And she does bring, so far, she's been bringing in the box office, and she brings attention to any project she's in.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking. Well, what's your thoughts on? There is definitely an influx of new female characters. What are your thoughts on this?
If it is done right, if they're not waving if they're not beating people over the head with you're a misogynist if you don't like this, which has been the problem, has been the confrontational approach that creators have had with fans. I think a lot of the stuff would have just blown over or not been as big as it was if there wasn't for that confrontational attitude. I'm the artist, I know better. I'm the writer, I know better. There wasn't that kind of ego. You are selling a product to people. You are, trying to honor or trying to provide a lore that people have read or have been invested in for several decades. Be a little humble. I think that's been one of the biggest problems. If it is done right, if the writing, if the cinematography, if the actors keep their mouth shut and just act, and if the writers and the production teams don't get into fights with the fans, it'll be fine. We wouldn't have all the freaking drama that we have. We wouldn't have people making videos like we have. They'd be scrounging to find something to make a video about. I'm looking forward to any product, any creation, whether it's indie or industry, that is done well crafted, well written, and presented to me in a way that I can sit back and enjoy it, turn my brain off for a little while, and not worry about if I'm being conditioned by the messaging of the people behind the creation.
All right. But RJ, Marvel Mania.
Yes.
I nominate, and I want to go around the panel and get our thoughts on this reveal of Jane Foster in Thor and Love and Thunder. As much scrounging as I did to find the best of the week, I think that is my favorite of the week because it's also the most talked about within Marvel fans. If you're for or against these female characters, or you're not against, but overly critical, too critical, maybe hyperbolic about the introduction of these characters, that's the one. Yes, they are doing it, and I give her respect for also, she obviously worked hard for it. Just seeing the images of her arms, she's going all in on this role. And I'm super happy to see it. But I think that is my nomination for the number one slot for this week, To The Maxx. And I wanted to go around the panel to get our thoughts there. Maybe we could start.
What's the story though?
That she made her appearance in the trailer. That trailer came out this week.
Was it this week?
Yes. Was it Monday?
I thought it was last week.
God damn it, RJ! You're not making this easy. I thought this was this week.
No, I think it was last week.
No, it was.
Okay, good.
Oh, it was this week. Okay.
Well, maybe some of you might think that the actual trailer should be the number one instead of just Jane. So we can have that discussion too. Maybe we could start with Ashley. Do you think this is a solid number one for the week? To The
I mean, given
Maxx.
the week it was and positive outcomes, I mean, I even released a day and a picture of Aaron Taylor Johnson running, looking like a Fabio character.
Yeah, looking
Yeah,
like a
maybe.
regular dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be tight. So yeah, I would say that the trailer in general, while it was lackluster, visually it looks amazing. And the shot was a little dark, and I think that's why it wasn't like a wow moment with her. But it's good, solid. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Eddie, you look like you're ready to say something. Eddie.
Eddie
Yeah,
never
Eddie.
is ready to
Yeah, I'm right here. Like I said, I'm not. I had to be honest with y'all.
Uh-oh.
Marvel is so woke. When I saw that trailer with
Oh,
Jane
God.
Foster in it, I started getting veins in my neck and all that shit. I didn't know
That
what
hurt.
to think.
Oh, boy. Here he goes.
Like I said, I get you people like strong women and entertainment, but like just her being there for mere seconds got me on edge. I just didn't want to see any of it.
Oh,
Like I said, I had to.
Eddie likes the troll big time. You should see his.
That's enough of that. No.
Wow.
Can you get the shirt for Steven? You might really enjoy that one shirt you have.
I think I was using that shit to blow my nose earlier.
Oh, no. Boy.
Ew.
Oh boy.
Well, which
Okay.
one? Which one? You mean the MCU one?
No, well, your geek one.
Oh no, I definitely was blowing my nose with that shit.
Okay.
Ew.
Well, you bought the shirt, so who's laughing though?
Hey, it's what it is. I mean, I still represent, even though I disrespect.
Okay. All right, Jimbo. Since Eddie's done trolling, what do you think?
Truth.
Oh, that's your truth. Okay. What do you think about the Chris? Are you all right, Chris?
It's stupid as shit. Eddie says something.
I'm sorry, but
Yes.
can you guys
Steven, he couldn't help himself. He couldn't help
Can you
himself.
guys please respect
Oh,
my
Steven
opinion?
left.
Can you guys please respect my opinion?
I expect your truth, Eddie. I'm
No.
sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to
no.
laugh.
You made Steven leave. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's Eddie's fault. It's Eddie's fault again.
You don't believe any of the things you say. No, can't stand by it.
Okay,
By the way,
whatever.
real
Keep believing Marvel's good then. Keep believing Marvel's good.
You like it. I
Oh,
have
my
evidence.
goodness.
I'll
have to-
have
I'll
to-
have to-
believe.
I'll have to check with Steven, make sure he's still okay. Hold on.
So stop, Eddie.
He probably just had technical difficulties.
I don't know. I blame Eddie. That's the technical.
You can't. Why are you blaming me for? Because I'm a minority.
No, that's
Whoa,
not
what?
He's getting off the
We
rails.
went there. Wow.
Wow.
It's like a running
What
thing
are we
with you,
doing?
Max. You blame the color people, but not the white
Okay,
people.
okay.
Thank you for saying-
We're also on Enoch's
You
stream,
said colored.
so
Eddie, I don't think you can say that anymore. That's not how that.
Don't say
Whoa.
no.
Wow, Eddie, you've
You
changed.
trying to get us
What
taken
happens
down,
when you
Eddie?
hit
What's
1,000
going on
subs?
here?
I have
kidding.
rights as
What
a
happens when
human
you get
being.
monetized? They start getting
he's
crazy,
got such an
man.
ego.
How fitting it. That's what my commentary stream is about later. So how fitting was that?
Okay. Well, Steven, I hope you could come back. If not, we appreciate the time you did spend here. I hope you're able to come back in, though. I'm messaging you on Twitter. All right. We'll see.
I don't know. It's been a weird connection night for me.
Yeah.
Well, I was noticing, like, I couldn't tell, like,
Yeah.
if y'all are roboting or me, because, like, some of
Ashley
y'all's
is.
audio
I
is,
think
like,
her,
roboted.
she's having audio problems. I don't know if I am, but she's cutting out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens
All
when
right.
you defend Marvel.
All right.
Until she can't talk.
Jimbo,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on this week? The best thing in entertainment this week? Do you have something else to nominate, or what do you think about that Thor: Love and Thunder trailer or Jane Foster? What do you think? That was my nomination for the number one spot.
I don't know what else is on the table, but I definitely gotta say it was such an awesome trailer. It's awesome to see Mighty Thor. I'm definitely excited to see what they do with that character, and hopefully they go in depth with it and explain the transition from Jane to obviously to Thor now. So, but I'm definitely hyped, and the use of the volume looks amazing. So, let's go.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
I didn't. I I was excited for the movie before the trailer, and the trailer didn't move the needle for me either way. I have faith in Taika Waititi. I have faith in the Thor character. I love all the Thor movies, even the shitty elf one. But that song choice bothered me, and it didn't really show us anything, man. It's just it's just a number one of all the things that are happening this week. You think that's your number
That's to
one?
me. That's to me. Unless
Well,
you
in
can come
terms
up with
of we had to remember positive news.
Positive.
Positive news. Sir.
Okay, can I nominate one?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Even though they were sold out and I didn't get in tonight, I had to come back. Look at the reviews the Northmen are getting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
great.
that's
I'm hyped.
something that Steven said his internet went down. He should be back. So too bad, Eddie. You failed. He's coming back. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Eddie.
But yeah, I like the Thor trailer, and I'm not one of those people that's gonna bitch about, oh my god, Thor's gotta find himself again. You know how many times you'll have to find yourself in a lifetime, let alone if you're 1,500 years old?
It gets to the point where I think some people have they don't want their heroes to, or so wrapped up in their heroes, they don't want them to be challenged. They kind of want Mary Sue's. The conversation online is so much about Mary Sue's. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't challenge them, and then you can't make fun of them.
Max,
have fun
Ashley,
with them.
someone tell me you guys are the Marvel. I mean, I'm big into Marvel, but I don't
Yes,
memorize
can you
how
hear me?
long a movie was. How long was Endgame?
Endgame was
It's
3
3
hours,
hours.
1 minute exactly.
3 hours and 1 minute. Okay. I got excited because they were setting up for A-Force, and that was like maybe 30 seconds of the movie, and I had to take shit up. Like, people got mad because they gave the women 30 seconds of screen time together.
Oh, I can name.
And I was like, what's that? What,
Over that. He
a
hated the whole
3-hour
movie.
movie, and you gave them.
I mean, it was a bad moment though. It wasn't just necessarily. That's the thing. If it's a group of women and it's done correctly, I think that people are not going to be so turned off by it.
I think
But
they
when
didn't
it's done
understand that
and
they were trying to set up for A-Force.
executed poorly, but it was executed poorly, and it seemed forced, and it didn't make any sense in the context of the scene. So that's why it was, and then you compile it with the woman issue. It didn't work. It was sloppy. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can
context.
understand that because, again, it kind of does. Because the thing is, that whole third act is meant to be fan service. It doesn't really make logical sense why all the women would show up in that one moment. It's meant to be the big cheer moment, Even if you gotta be like, well, wouldn't it just be a bunch of heroes, not just all the women showing up conveniently at the same time? But I understand that it was them trying to create a fan service moment for people. So
I teared up. Not gonna lie.
They did a poor job of it.
Hey, RJ, I'm going to put something in the private chat. While we're waiting for Steven to come back, we can make an announcement about the next appreciation stream, because I did check.
I don't know anymore. I might have to retract my choice.
Oh, you told me, you said maybe this person, and then I reached out.
I don't know. I think I got to retract my choice now. I don't know.
No, you don't. I put in the chat, so we're on board, and I'm sure he'll be happy to announce.
He's already smiling.
Well, no. So we worked it out. The next appreciation stream, Max is gonna take certain someone on a nice long walk at the beach and appreciate him all night long. And that person's
I would too.
And that
Appreciate
person's
him
I like the beach, Eddie.
that person's gonna be Eddie.
Eddie, I'm gonna appreciate you all night long. 1K Eddie.
Well, as long as we tape it, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to
Weird.
Only
What happened?
To The Maxx.
It's getting
And now, Eddie, you have a big responsibility with this appreciation stream, because you have to think about who you want to nominate next, and I'll check with them who you want to nominate next. And what nights are you available? I know you're a busy dude making videos.
He's available.
Saturday night next week or the week after? What do you think? When do you want to be appreciated? I know you want to be appreciated all the time, but we only give you one night. Which night? Next Saturday, the Saturday after?
Yeah, I can do next Saturday.
Oh, he's ready. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's ready. We'll have to check to see. Ashley suddenly saying, "Oh, she might be busy next week," and I don't know.
I would be here.
Oh, really? Okay. So hopefully we have lots of guests to appreciate Eddie.
Of course.
I know
It's a roast. It's a roast, right?
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
It is a roast, right?
Oh, it's a roast. Shit, I'll bring my
Yes, yes, we could do our first roast.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna care.
Okay.
You know who we should bring in?
That has to be a new
Hey,
show.
you know who we
Haven't
should
they-
bring in? It's gonna be a roast.
Okay.
We should bring in Skywalker.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh.
Bad RJ. Bad RJ. Bad.
No, I'm just saying, dude, it's a roast.
I'm with Brian. I'm just sitting here enjoying this.
All right, look, man. I think.
You don't think Skywalker wants to appreciate you all night long?
I don't know.
I'm about to. I mean, I didn't do it.
Look at RJ. He always acts so innocent today. Yeah. Okay, RJ.
That's good.
I'll reach.
RJ likes drama.
I'll reach out. Look, Caden's ready to
Violence.
roast. So what do we think of having Steven? Is it an interesting guest? Should we challenge ourselves more often here?
I've always liked
very challenging.
You know, I don't agree with everything he
You know who, Max?
says,
Who you
but
should
I've
bring
always
on?
liked Steven.
You should bring on the Quarterrain.
No, he's not going to come on.
versus
Steven's nice
Babyface
enough to
needs
come
Guys
on.
like that'll
need
big league. That guys
roasts,
like that'll
man.
big league you and act like they're better than you. That's why. Look, you say what you want about Jeremy, man. He'll go into a lion's den. He don't care if it's a big channel, small channel. He'll go in and get dogpiled. You know, you got to respect someone like that.
Yeah.
People were
I just
asking to
wanna
roast
talk to Heels
Caden.
versus Babyface. That's the one
Oh.
person I
Yeah,
want to
let's
talk
do that.
to.
Let's roast Kate.
That's the one person I need to
Yeah.
like actually have a conversation
Wow.
with because his takes on a lot of things are just so ridiculous. Not only because they don't make sense, but also he's using wrong facts. And the biggest example of that is the Captain Carter stuff, especially with World War II and stuff like that. Does not make sense at all.
You're talking about heel versus babyface.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about Max and the Snyderverse when you talk about wrong facts and stuff. I'm getting him riled up for next time. So he can roast me.
Wow.
Listen, Eddie, we're talking.
I
about
don't
Max
think I
here,
think I'm
not
going to be
the
away
impact.
next weekend. So
What?
So you're not going to be there to appreciate him?
I might have to. I think I forgot I was out of town.
You're just
But
gonna
you
make,
can-
no,
you can-
you're gonna pass Eddie to the side hoe now.
yeah.
So that means we get to appreciate Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
appreciate you.
Whoa, Chris, are you alright?
Jam your finger, bro.
Oh, I smacked my finger on the desk. I'm gonna need a minute. Oh my god.
Ow. No, I've been there.
He already
Ow.
broke his finger. They just throw it
No,
again.
it's the broken one. I just smacked on the microphone.
Oh boy.
I'll be
Poor
right back.
Chris, poor
Oh
Chris.
shit. I'm gonna pass out.
Ouch, bro.
Do we need to call someone? Oh,
So how
boy.
about them positive news stories?
Well, I mean, it was about. I know we're
I'm
struggling.
here.
Hey, listen, if you're still watching, please like the video because it's a
I'm
struggle.
here so it can be positive now.
But that was the.
Caden, you make me negative.
I'm still waiting for Chris.
What?
To,
Fucking chilling.
I'll
still
fight
waiting
you.
for Chris
That
to
way,
say
you
something
son of a
positive, but
bitch.
he's hurt his finger. That's a negative.
I don't have anything
I mean-
positive, man.
I mean, listen, like the biggest news stories was like Netflix and them canceling Bone and they're shutting down their animation department. Ezra Miller getting arrested again. I mean, a lot of negative headlines this week, sadly.
Well, but we got
So how about like a top
Halo.
two? Like a top two.
I don't.
No,
I would.
no,
I would never. I would
we're
never
gonna do
vote for
5.
Halo.
No,
I'm not
I-
voting for Halo.
I nominate Halo episode 5.
Oh God, I haven't even watched it yet, and I heard many bad things about it.
Well, let's get to this image of Natalie. Hold on a second.
All right.
Well, I think we got number 1. We got number 1. We're at the hour mark.
Have a good
Drogo-
night, Mary.
Yeah. Thanks, Mary. So then the number 1 was it. Well, we have to agree. Is it just Jane Foster, the reveal of the mighty Thor and her in costume, or was it the whole trailer? Number 1.
I think you say the whole trailer's number
The
1.
whole trailer.
To me, it's
Trailer.
Jane. To me, it's Jane in the armor. To me.
I think it's a trailer.
That wasn't even my favorite part of the trailer, Max. My favorite part was where they were showing Thor grow up through the years when he was running through the forest. That was my favorite part. The different
Okay.
outfits and stuff.
The first 2 seconds was Chris's favorite.
I like seeing Sakaar. I like seeing
Brian, I am crying. I have tears streaming down my face. That hurts so bad.
I'm so sorry, man.
Oh my god.
It's never
Okay,
fun.
I'm back.
And don't beat up Chris next time. Jeez,
Man, that
Brian.
hurt.
So Brian, what do you think? The trailer or Jane?
Well, I would say the entire trailer was pretty positive, but I was really hyped to see Jane Foster don the Thor getup. And yeah, I've always had a big crush on Natalie Portman, like,
And she can act,
Star
man.
Wars.
People just think she's, Padme, or she's the little girl from Leon, or go watch movies like Closer or even No Strings Attached. You will see this girl's versatile, man. She can act.
Black Swan.
Black Swan. Yeah, I was just getting ready to get there.
All right,
So we'll
well,
see.
Eddie, Chris, RJ, the trailer or the reveal?
I would just say the whole trailer.
I
The whole
prefer
trailer.
the whole
was
trailer.
newsworthy.
All right, well, I'm gonna cheat. Okay, so number 1 definitely is the trailer. Number 2 is the reveal of Jane.
That's fine. I can agree
That's
with that.
cheating.
That's fine. I can agree with that.
5. Unless someone can think of a better number 2.
I just took a number 2.
And there's all sorts of
You
stuff
just
happening this
kidding,
week.
just
I think
kidding.
the
All
Better
right, let's move
Call,
on.
the new
What
season
about
of Better
the-
Call Saul is a big deal. I hear everybody
Better
talking
Call
about
Saul
that.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really, really good.
season 3 of Barry. There's a lot of big stuff going on. It's just
There
not,
was the
it's just
Lightyear
not
trailer.
cape news.
There's the Lightyear
Okay, does
trailer.
the Lightyear trailer need to be on the list? Pixar is getting back to theaters. That's one positive about it. The trailer itself.
Yeah, I liked it.
The
It was a
trailer's
more
good.
story.
Max just hates Pixar movies, guys.
No, I like Pixar. I'm just like
Sure.
kind of like oversaturated with Toy Story, related stuff. I'm rooting for it. The trailer doesn't do any. The best thing about the trailer was the David Bowie song. Whoa, are you? Brian, are you taking? Oh, Stevens might be back.
That wasn't
Apologies.
me. That's funny though. I've been listening to Bowie all day.
All right. So Steven is back. We decided. Well, we had. That's all right. There's a lot of internet problems today. I don't know. It's weird.
There's a solar storm happening. It's been affecting a lot of satellites and communications.
They make
Okay.
sci-fi movies that start like this, guys.
So
That's right.
I
Battle
think
Los Angeles, the core.
Steven, we kind of agreed without you here because we didn't know how
It's
far.
okay.
That the number 1 story of the week is the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go into it.
And then the number 2, I nominated Jane Foster in the Thor as the Mighty Thor costume with those guns. I love it. I love seeing Natalie Portman.
Yeah. A little sexy. Yeah, sexy Max. You're allowed to say it. Looks good.
Yes, I like a strong woman. Yes, I was very impressed with her skills and her guns. I need to work on myself is the problem.
Oh, yeah. So you actually projected yourself. You were like,
okay.
Natalie Portman looks more buff than me.
Oh, you
now I
don't have
gotta
to take
work
it
out.
there, Steven. Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just wondering. I was just wondering. If that
But
was
you actually brought up one that I think should be in the top 5, and
What's
I
that?
forgot to prepare you. If you have something around, that's a nerd room you got there, right?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay, so we do something on the show called Show and Tell, and I actually forgot to bring something to Show and Tell. It has
You're
to be
in
appropriate.
your house.
Oh no,
I know, but I'm in the dining room. This isn't actually bad.
He said it's got to be appropriate. Like
Yeah.
I know, Steven. Let me emphasize it has to be appropriate at show and tell. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. All right, I understand.
No, I'm just messing with you. But if you have something there that really means something to you as a geek or a nerd or
Absolutely,
something
yeah.
that you'd love to talk about, just one item that means a lot.
I have the entire second run of the Fandom Menace toys.
Okay. yeah, that's something. Sure, you can
Yeah.
share that. You can share that. Definitely. Whatever you feel you want to. No censorship here. So whatever you want to bring out. But I do want to bring this up. Brian is looking for something. He's got a screwdriver.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can I do mine first?
What are you doing, Brian?
He's looking for his
Nothing.
drawers.
I've got
but there
something.
was.
I can show you.
Okay, cool.
Can I do mine
just,
first?
Just like we used to do in kindergarten, you bring something.
Can
up.
I do mine first?
I didn't know
RJ,
that
you're
was
so
staying in the
chivalrous.
show.
No,
Well,
because
Saturday.
mine's special and I don't want it to disturb it because it's sleeping.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh man, is it an
So-
organism?
It's his dog. It's his dog. Spoiler alert. Knew it.
Oh,
That's your show and tell.
Yeah, I really have nothing else. She's
Look
a
at those
snitch
eyes.
dog,
That thing's a killer. I don't trust it.
It's a little shit. I can
it's a
tell.
killer.
That thing's a
little
killer,
shit.
man.
It's
Look at it.
adorable. It's not an alien.
Yeah,
That's
she's
great,
sleepy.
RJ. What's her name again?
That's Sophia.
Sophia.
I miss my puppies.
Yeah, she's sleeping. I really had nothing else to show. Sorry.
Well, I completely forgot. So if anyone else has something to show, and then we'll get to the third topic that
wanna see
actually
it.
Steve.
I want to see
Okay.
what she's showing.
Okay.
Okay,
we-
so it's not on my wall yet because my daddy has to come hang it on my wall. But
okay.
this right here is my autograph.
Nice.
From Stanley from Age of from Winter Soldier.
Dude, that's amazing.
Nice.
Wow, Ashley, I had no idea you had that.
I got kind of stuff.
That's
But yeah, that's my favorite
amazing.
thing.
Ashley,
Awesome.
I'm sorry, but I have to officially add you to the people I want to rob list.
Wow.
Okay. You
That was
can
my
Is that an
second
honor?
favorite. That was
I'm
my
from
second
Kentucky,
favorite
and I've got
Black
guns.
Widow, too.
So come on, okay.
Are you serious, RJ? The Black Widow is her favorite character. She will mess you up. Try to take her stuff.
And
She
she's
will
a
Black
Southern
Widow
girl.
you.
You know she got an
Wait,
armory.
so did ScarJo sign that? I saw 2 signatures. Who's the other one?
Stan Lee.
Stanley.
Oh, Stan Lee.
Oh. Oh. Stanley and Scarlett
Yeah.
Oh
Johansson.
yeah, that's Stan Lee's. Yep, I could tell that's Stan Lee's. Yep.
Holy
Oh, that's
shit!
cool.
That is
You
incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, you
That
win.
is cool.
You win
Yeah.
the inter. You win.
Yeah, she already
I
wins. That,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's kind of
think
lame.
that, you know what we're gonna have to do? Just because Ashley did that, we are going to have to do a show and tell Hall of Fame.
Of
I
course.
think Ashley may be one of the first inducted. That is legit.
Oh, thank you.
For the
Well, also-
MVP.
Also, Sean O'Rourke with his Jaws and Indiana
Oh
Jones
yes,
too.
yes.
This is true.
Wow. That's amazing, Ashley.
Yeah, it really was. That's awesome, dude.
Okay.
Alright.
That's-
So I can end.
All
the
right, get your
suspense.
screwdriver, Brian.
All right, here we go.
He's getting ready.
Okay. So
You're showing tell a screwdriver.
by
for real?
profession, I was a mechanic there for
Okay.
almost a decade. One of the tool guys that would come by every weekend was the Snap-on guy, or he'd come by on Fridays because that's when we get paid. You know, smart guy. And he had this set that I bought for my dad, but I ended up
Okay.
using it. And my dad's a huge NASCAR fan, and this is the Dale Earnhardt edition
Ooh, cool.
signature Snap-on
Wow.
screwdriver set. Boom. So these are actually kind of interesting. I do have some other tools and stuff that I keep with me, but not as cool as these.
Well,
Very
So-
cool.
I have a Spider-Man shirt.
Yeah.
That's it for right now.
there you go.
All
Nice.
right.
Nice.
We don't,
Just let me
you know, this. Yeah, nice, Jimbo. So a nice thing about that too is any story that Brian shares about his old pap, his dad, is really nice. He recently lost him, Steven, and he had some great things to say about him.
That's usually what I enjoy. I like telling
Yeah.
good stories about them. So.
He showed me a picture of those two together at the NASCAR event.
It's my Twitter profile pic. So.
Yeah.
You ever come through Dover Downs? Do you guys ever get a chance to go there?
No, we stay on the West Coast, so
Okay.
the closest track to us was Sonoma. So
But Ryan's father was loved, and I told Ryan, I'm like, you know what? I could tell you're from your father because everyone loves Brian. He is the glue that holds everyone together. Talk about a good friend. A true friend is someone that stays your friend when they disagree with you. And Brian's really disagreed with me.
I've had
for quite some
some
time.
real good disagreements with my ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
that's-
That's my Sporking News podcast.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know what you mean.
So that's a anyone else have anything to share for show and tell?
Give me a second.
Okay. Eddie?
I didn't even know it was a thing on his show, to be honest, and not what.
Well, thanks for watching the
You
show.
were sweet, bro.
Doesn't even know.
No,
He doesn't even know what you're
I'm
doing.
gonna keep.
See that?
I'm gonna keep it real. I actually never really watched this show.
He never watched my show. Thank you.
All right, see you later, bud. Have a good
Keep it
night.
Jesus.
Your third strike, Eddie.
Damn.
Okay. Well,
Okay, well,
go ahead, Steven.
thank you very much. So I'm going to plug a couple of friends, but it's because I believe in them. This is a book. It's a comic book created in our indie sphere. It's called Through the Woods. It is a hardback comic book. This comes from a guy in our indie sphere called Vinny Tartamella. He's a really great artist. He's about to fulfill his 6th campaign, and which is a very important thing for those of us out there who work in Indiegogo, those of us who are independent creators, is to have consistency. People who care about their fans, people that care about the product that they put out, and really put the dedication and work, like not only into his artwork and some of these pages. I mean, this is a hardback. He didn't have to do this. He did this for the fans. I also got people behind me like Blackheart Manor, Bonds 2, Sunsworn. There's a lot of great independent creators out there, guys. If you are someone who is dissatisfied with the current entertainments coming from the industry, or you're someone who supports generally just independent creativity, people putting out, forging new empires of creation, it really means a lot to share out links. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other. We rise together. That's why it's important you share out links from Mad Max's channel or any of the wonderful content creators on this panel. If you support them, if you like them, you want to help them grow, that increases our voice, and we all profit. We all grow together. So it's very important to me that we support our indie creators out there. Don't matter what lunch table you sit at. Doesn't matter if you agree with me or not. Doesn't matter if we've had a falling out. This does not matter, because our collective growth as an independent group is really what's going to make the difference. All of us do rise together, whether we agree or not. And I think it's more important than ever to have discussions where we might not agree and come together for a mutual understanding. So support Shadow of the Kraken, which is a new book coming out, Through the Woods, and Vinny Tartamella. Thank you.
All right, thanks for sharing.
Appreciate you. Thank you for letting me plug like 3 people. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no. That's something. That's something I can absolutely get behind. If you are a critic of something, if you're not happy with something, but you're willing to do it yourself, I give respect for that. So definitely.
Yeah, man, create.
Yeah, definitely.
All our voices are important. All of our opinions. And if you're unhappy, if you're like screw this and screw that, well, what are you building? What are you doing?
Right. If you're only there to criticize, but you're not there to put something out in the world, if you are, then I get you. Then your respect level goes up definitely for me. This is something that you brought up, Steven, and I think it deserves to be in the conversation for the top 5 of the week. The Northman. The reviews are off the charts.
Good.
This is just Joe Blow. I'm not going to get any spoilers here. 10 out of 10. Perfecto Mundo.
Nice.
And we'll go to also Rotten Tomatoes. I know Rotten Tomatoes is controversial, but I think you could still gauge some stuff, especially if the critics in the audience are on the same page. I think that's more useful then.
Yes, absolutely.
But when they're all out of whack and completely lopsided, it's hard to gauge like what's the truth. But when they're pretty consistent, and then these are verified ticket buyers. If you want to bring this up, Brian, and I'm really hoping it's a surprise hit. It's definitely on my radar. I want to see it, and it's not a comic book movie, and it's not this other stuff, and it's still rising to the occasion with the critics and the audience, and hopefully the box office. I don't see it being a blockbuster, but hopefully it is a surprise hit there, and I get even though I'm a huge superhero fan and sci-fi fan, I like seeing other things succeed for sure, because it is an uphill battle if you're anything but superhero, fantasy, and sci-fi right now, and franchises. So,
well, Max, I had an opportunity to talk with Andre, Midnight's Edge, and he was ready to go see this film. He said that if you go into this expecting to see Vikings meet Gladiator, that's not what you're going to get. This movie apparently is very rich in lore, and the Viking lore, their mysticism. So if you're into that, yeah, if you're into that, then you're gonna have a great time. Thank you, brother. Nordic culture. If you're if you're into that, you're gonna have a great time with this. I'm glad to see that the fans and the critics are aligned with, because that usually means it's a good flick.
True.
Yes. So I think because we're gonna play some games later on just Enosh's channel, and we're trying to wrap up this top 5. I am going to nominate this for the third, unless someone has another idea for a really good news story this week.
I mean, if we're going on like ratings, Better Call Saul premiered for the first.
Oh yes, Better Call Saul
rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, did it really?
Yes.
Oh, I
let
didn't
me
know.
bring that up. Let me bring that up so we can have a small debate here, and we'll go around the panel and we'll pick Better Call Saul. That season, what is it?
Season 6.
Season 6.
Part 1.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
It's good, Max. You have fun with it.
Oh wow!
The first season.
No, this definitely needs. Thank you, Ashley. This definitely needs to be on here. So we're gonna do. This is something we could do. We have a little debate. We'll go around the panel and see which wins out. We're gonna put Better Call Saul up against The Northman. I haven't seen either yet. I was more anticipating The Northman, but you cannot deny this. Bring this up, Ryan. That is legit. I can't remember.
Whoa.
When I've seen. Whoa!
Damn.
Look at that. And it's the final season. Now it's not done yet.
I mean, like, phenomenal.
Right? It's not. They didn't
Like,
just throw it all out, did they?
I know. I mean, 'cause like the first episode was. I mean, I cannot think of one flaw in the first 2 episodes. Not one.
Wow.
Not one
No,
nitpick. I mean, it's like the show's always been just like spot on. Tonally, it's different than Breaking Bad, so some people couldn't stick with it because like his progression is slower because he's not dying of cancer, so it's like slower. It's a slower story, but it's really, really good. And Lalo Salamanca, Tony Dalton is absolutely amazing, and obviously, like in Bob Odenkirk is amazing. Jimmy and Gil, like this show is so good. Like everybody needs to be watching the show. I love it.
And he's having a recovery too because he had a health issue.
He came back sick.
Wow.
6 weeks on
6
set.
weeks.
During the 3rd episode, he had a heart attack, like a massive heart attack, like coded out. Came back 6 weeks later and finished the season. And the first half of the season will wrap up in May, and then the second half will come back in July.
Wow, that's dedication. That's a good man.
We'll go around the panel. Yeah, there's some real static. I don't know if that'll fix it or not, but we could try. So I'll go last on this one because I want to see what other people say. So we'll go around the panel for number 3. Steven, you've seen The Northman. You're a fan of Better Call Saul. What do you think is a more important news story this week? The reception of The Northman or Better Call Saul?
Better Call Saul, man, because that was built off a show that was very popular and people have been waiting for the season. That's incredible. To be 199. I mean, I think that's going to mean that the fans are going to be the ones who win out, which is what I'm happy to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely. I understand that vote, Brian. You haven't seen either.
I have not watched either.
But based on what you heard, what you see there, the reception of the Northman, firsthand reports from Walton.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to watching the Northman, to be honest with you.
Okay, so
I don't blame you.
So you're going with the Northman. Okay, so 1 for Better Call Saul, 1 for the Northman. Chris,
I'm excited for the Northman, but I've been wanting to catch Better Call Saul for a long time. I was such a huge Breaking Bad fan, and I love Bob Odenkirk. That movie he did, Nobody, was so good. I don't know, but I haven't seen either of them yet. So I think the bigger news would probably be Better Call Saul getting 199, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's legit. Eddie, thanks. Oh, hey, Ashley.
Hey, that sound better?
Yes,
Yeah, much better.
Okay, so Ashley, this was your topic, and I appreciate you bringing it because I am shocked that I did not realize it was getting that buzz.
Yeah,
so Ashley, if you would be so kind as to your pick, Better Call Saul final season reception or The Northman should be number 3.
I mean, I think that the fact that Better Call Saul has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and an 89 is a good score, but I mean, it's not great, I would say. I haven't seen it yet. I was supposed to go today and I didn't. So I would go with Better Call Saul just because it's the final season, and it's the prequel to like one of the arguably the best shows, around. So yeah, I would go with Better Call Saul.
All right. Jimbo.
The Northman.
The Northman. RJ.
The Northman I really want to see. I'll hopefully try and see it either probably this week, maybe tomorrow or next weekend. I think Better Call Saul might edge it out a little bit for me because it's just the return of a very popular show with a very fervent fan base that's been waiting for this last season. So I think it's just a little more hype in regards to that.
Yeah. And I am going to co-sign the Better Call Saul, and I thought I was going to go with the Northman, but seeing that reception along with the factors of Bob Odenkirk recovering from a health scare, getting back, and it's also a final season. You don't get that a lot with shows. This is my main, I'm not getting into all that other stuff, identity politics and all that other. That's not my main issue with Hollywood. My main issue is not having a plan and not having a finale. And it's very rare you get a finale and then having everyone on board for the finale for the final season. And it's extremely rare that you get a story to its completion and planning for any of these properties. Agreed, and that's a Hollywood problem. They know how to start. Look at JJ. I think JJ's talented. He doesn't care about finishing. He cares about starting and getting that money. And you know what? Don't hate the player, hate the game. He's playing the game. They reward him for starting things everywhere and not finishing.
Right.
So this is an anomaly. Those factors involved, I really think Better Call Saul, even though I haven't seen one episode, it's really intrigued me, and I think that I'm going to have to check it out. I'm very happy for all the fans out there. So I think that's our number 3. And then the number 4, I would go with the Northman, right?
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I think it was pretty even on that.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
People are looking forward for the Northman. I'm looking for, I was looking forward to it. It's a great movie, guys. You're going to love it.
Awesome. Now we just have to pick a 5th story. What is it going to be?
I think it should be Aaron Paul having a baby and naming the Godfather.
Not Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No. Get that Craven out of there.
Craven release
get that out of there. Actually, don't even bring that up.
Font. I don't even know who Craven is. That font looked amazing.
Ashley,
even though it might not be a good movie.
Did you guys see the
just
font?
The guy running in a white shirt. You're not excited about that, Ashley. You know that.
Ashley, you saw the font, right? The font was epic.
That's a fan-made font.
Yeah, the font's gonna make
the font's gonna make the movie.
Guys. Yeah,
but it's fan-made though. It ain't legit either.
Well, I nominate. We'll go around. I think we have 3 stories for number 5 here.
Wait, I do. I actually do.
Buzz Lightyear. Oh, we have 4. Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, Lightyear.
All right.
The ending to Moon Knight episode 4 was one of the biggest news stories of the week.
I didn't finish it yet. Still,
I haven't watched one episode.
In terms of the discussion and what I feel like that could be in the conversation because again, it kind of bolstered a lot of interest in the show.
Okay. All right, so let's go around the panel. And for number 5, we got the Moon Knight's episode 4 discussion. We have the first female composer for Obi-Wan. We have an amazing Halo show, Lightyear, and someone's kid. I don't RJ who's kid? I don't know.
Kid.
Aaron Paul had his firstborn son. He named the Godfather Bryan Cranston. I thought that was very.
You mean
nice
Walter White?
Yeah, I love children too, but I don't know.
Halo. It's Halo, Max. It's obvious. It's Halo.
I will not vote for Halo, so that's just.
You said
will say-
Max, not RJ.
No,
I will
listen,
also not vote for him.
Thank
Okay.
you, Ashley. Thank you.
Well, the guest of honor, Steven, will go first. What do you think is the most important story this week out of those choices?
Halo.
Halo? All right. Steven's going with Halo. Brian.
I would probably go with Halo myself.
Is it really picking up steam, guys? Like people are starting to go, oh, maybe this show's
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there to kind of get.
I almost started it last night because Max was like, "This shit's epic," and then I was
now it's kind of getting epic.
If you're super gate. Now I know what Steven said about gatekeeping can be important. Keeping character. It also could be taken too far. But if you just watch it as a good sci-fi,
I'm not a lore hound, man.
Yeah,
I'm not.
if I enjoy it,
probably have fun.
I enjoy it as good sci-fi. And some of the action sequences.
Yeah,
in
just
this
tell me
last
a good story,
episode
man.
Got me more hyped than the Disney sequel, Star Wars. I'm sorry.
How though? You never explained that.
The battle sequences is epic, man.
With
I
that
heard
CGI.
that the Covenant's actually scary in this. They're scary, legit
They
scary.
should be.
They had the grunts. They had the other.
Took them 5 episodes, but yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Craven.
You're gonna go with what?
Oh my god! It's a
Craven.
guy in a t-shirt running
You
around.
don't understand, man. The Sonyverse is gonna take over, man. Morbius, Craven, we got this, guys.
It's gonna take over the back of the McDonald's. The McDonald's, maybe.
Eddie, I need your help, brother.
I'm actually gonna go with is it even? Yeah, is it on me? I'm gonna.
What
go
do you
with
need help with?
The Lightyear trailer. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I need help with everything, but okay. So we got 3 for Halo, 1 for the Lightyear trailer. Eddie, were you paying attention to the other choices?
Of course.
No, he was. Okay, Eddie reaching 1K could have been one of the. Oh yeah, Steven, Eddie just reached 1K this year.
Dude,
No,
congratulations!
I mean this week.
That's congratulations.
This year too.
That's incredible. Good for you. You got the watch hours up.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm trying to be a certified grifter.
You're right, bro.
And I'm gonna help him as soon as he gets that super chat button. I'm just gonna start dumping.
I already had it.
I donated to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I made $17 in my first monetize.
Ooh, bragging.
17 more than you had, bro.
Yeah. All right.
It was funny though, listening to him and I
congratulations,
talk
Eddie.
about like how much they made off their first monetized videos, and he's like, "Yeah, I made like 23 cents."
Well, what do you think, Eddie? Is Halo making the list of top 5 news stories this week?
I don't think so, man. I
What
don't
about
know
what about Lightyear or the female composer for Obi-Wan or what? What are you thinking?
I mean, I want to say Halo because obviously, like the last episode, the whole battle was epic, but still, it's like if you think about everything else in that show, you're like, nah, never mind.
All right, that's it. As soon as this stream's over, I'm starting Halo. Like, no joke. I'm starting Halo.
I'm
As soon
about
as this
to,
stream's
too,
over,
Chris.
man. I was gonna watch Mayans. I know you guys probably don't care about that, but I'm a
I
big
wanna
SOA
see that.
fan, and Mayans is just as good as Sons of Anarchy. But I'm gonna start Halo and put Mayans and Snowfall on the back burner for a while. Brodan's gonna be pissed.
Snowfall was great.
I've been putting Snowfall off forever, man. I watched the first 3 seasons, but I haven't watched 4. Or
Last the God.
So what was your pick, Eddie?
Okay.
Well, I didn't pick anything because I can't think of a thing that's worth it, to be honest.
You're breaking the show, bro. You're breaking the show.
How am I breaking the
He
show?
Pick what I pick. Eddie.
Eddie always, right about this time of night, Eddie always looks like he
Contrarian.
did a 500 milligram cookie or something, man. He always just looks like he's zooted out.
No,
Don't roll an edible.
no, he is grinding. He's doing those triple uploads videos. He's
man.
Yeah, he's getting in the
Good
algorithm. He's trying. Jimbo, go ahead, man. What do you think's going to be number 5 on the list? We're almost complete with our top 5, and then we're going to move on to some fun and games.
I
The
would do
Goldman.
Halo. I would do Halo, but honestly, because I mean, it's now. I feel like the show's definitely picking up the pace and kind of getting into where it should have been going the past couple episodes, but it's been just taking forever to get there. But I have to say Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Okay. RJ.
It's either between Lightyear or Moon Knight for me. I guess
Not Halo?
No, not Halo. No, I'll go Moon Knight. I guess.
Moon Knight.
No love for Pixar. Y'all did the same thing to me last week with the Stranger Things trailer. But
it's really tough.
Max fixed it later on. You know what though?
Yeah, I'm hyped to see Lightyear. Let's go. Movie of the year.
I don't know about that. Craven's going to be movie of the year. Or
What's your pick for number 5?
I would say Lightyear.
Lightyear.
I am excited to see it. It comes out 2 days after my birthday. I love when Pixar movies come out around my birthday. So
okay, cool.
Ashley's going to start autographing Avengers beanies and selling them, and I'm going to buy one.
There you go.
So I lost count. Did Halo win?
Halo won. By one.
Halo won.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Right, so number 5 is Halo.
Yeah,
right.
and then
what was number 2? What was number 2?
Jane Foster.
Okay.
No, Jane was. Oh, is she number 2? Really?
Yes.
The Mike Thor reveal.
And then
you're so.
How do you respond, RJ, to Halo being in the top 5 this week?
I think it goes to show how slow of a news week it was.
No.
How slow of a positive
right about
news
that.
week it was. If we went negative, there was all sorts of shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It goes to show how slow news week it was for positive news stories.
If we went the top 5 negative, man, we would have a lot to cover.
Well, if it was like top 5 news stories in general, like we would have got the
You would be talking about the same thing everyone else is talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Be different. That's what I try and do.
All right, cool. Goldman, look, there are people that like
also that's not true.
Next week for show and tell,
it's not just fanboys that like Moon Knight. I hate that argument.
I didn't feel like running up to the studio because I'm lazy and
I feel like people are trying.
I don't want to be on camera because of the chemo. I'm finally done with it, but I still look like shit. But next week for my show and tell, I'm going to show you guys my Stephen Walton, the Phantom Menace book hardcover. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
Brother.
If I could just get that signed, bro.
Our thoughts are with you, Chris, too, as you go through that, because
I'm done with it. It's over, guys. I'm better now. I just
it
wrecked me, man. Made me all pale and ugh. But that's why I haven't been on camera. You guys know I'm not afraid to get on camera. I'll get on camera. I just haven't lately because of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, I'm glad you're feeling better, my man.
I also went out and bought I know nobody cares, but I found a 1/16 scale. Did I tell you about this, Brian? Even though I know you guys don't like I jumped into after I saw that trailer and I heard that Journey song, I jumped into Stranger Things balls deep. I'm sorry, lady on the panel, head first. I jumped in head first.
Head first is better.
And went nuts and binged it. And then I went out and bought some of the toys and I found a 1/16 that blazer that Hops drives. I found a die-cast blazer. Dude, it's so cool.
Nice.
I can't believe people aren't talking more about that show. That show's
it's great. You're right, Chris.
It's right up there with Cobra Kai, man. It's such a time machine, bro. It's really good.
Chris, you're my friend now. You and Brian are my friends now.
It's really good.
Hey, what am I?
You always been my friend, Max. You're my friend of me. We're frenemies.
All right, yeah, we're frenemies. Yes. Yeah.
I wasn't kidding though, Ashley. How much for an autographed Avengers beanie?
You've watched all the Stranger Things, Steven?
Yeah, I love that show, man. I really love it.
What do you think of the new trailer? That was last week.
I'm just looking forward to it. I've trusted what they've done thus far, and I'm pretty confident that what I'm going to get is going to be fun to watch, entertaining, and good escapism.
And I always do that shit.
$30 million.
My kid or somebody will try to get me to
this season.
Watch something and I won't be interested. And then you'll get like 4 episodes in and you'll be like, why have you not watched this shit? You know what I mean? Like, but the good news is I got to binge watch it last week and I don't got to wait 3 years for season 4 like y'all did. Y'all had to wait.
Well, thanks for bringing us down, Chris. Appreciate you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
So wrapping up, here's our top 5 this week. News to the max.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Number 1.
That's such a cop out. 1 and 2.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's 2
No, it's not, Chris. Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. People were
sweet ass trailer.
When you go back the next week, you go back to last week, and people are like, "Where's the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer?" They just drop it.
All right, I'm gonna give you that because I guess you could say this is the greatest Metallica album of all time, and this is the greatest song, and it might be on that same album. So okay, I'll give you this.
Number 2, Jane.
Natalie Portman. Look at her.
Thor. Yes.
She looks good, Max. She looks good. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Like,
it
you know
looks
what I mean?
amazing.
Like,
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what she does in this film.
Yeah,
I hope there's enough of her too. I hope it's not just a small role. I hope they really.
She's a co-lead.
It needs to be the a part of the main story. It has to be.
Oh, you know what's another good thing to add to that part is that they are following the continuity. I've heard, and that they are going to deal with the health issue. Yeah.
I'm Natalie Portman confirmed that. Yes, they're doing that.
Yeah. So that is important that it sticks to the character's origins. I'm really interested to see how they deal with that. And what better actress to deal with that than Natalie Portman too? That she has the chops to deal with that storyline. Yes,
absolutely. She's got the range. Absolutely.
Number 3, Better Call Saul reception, the final season. Bob Odenkirk's return, and he is bringing it, and it's making everyone happy on a final season of a show, and a show getting its conclusion also should be applauded because that does not happen often in Hollywood. It really doesn't. A lot of great shows, you never get a final season.
Did you guys see Nobody? That movie surprised the hell out of me, man. Because
it's great.
I just did not see Bob Odenkirk as an action hero. Totally worked.
Number 4, The Northman reception. It's not a superhero film. It's not part of a big franchise, and it's making waves, and people are excited about it. It's getting great reception. And another director that a newer director that's making his way through the industry and becoming top tier talent.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those directors. I think he's going to be one. Yeah, he's going to be that guy.
Yes, he is. He's one. He's going to be up there with Denis Villeneuve and the rest.
The Finchers. He's going to be up there with those guys for sure.
Yeah. And number 5, regardless of what RJ says, like Halo. The last
Some
episode,
people like Halo. Yes.
Yeah. No. Are you surprised, RJ, that people are liking it? It's not.
No, I mean, it's all film and TV.
Okay, listen. If the Goldman says it's good, I gotta buy into it because you guys know how picky he is.
Yeah.
So that's our top, be good.
That's our top 5 for this week, and now we're going to give the warning to. I'm going to end it on my channel, and you stay right where you're at, Steven.
All right, buddy.
Because we're just gonna be ending the stream here. Go to Poindexter Lounge to see the after party for To The Maxx. Where we shoot the shit. We could talk about news stories. We have a few games.
Cool.
Does Brian work hard for the show? Give Brian props.
All right,
Thank you, Brian. I really couldn't do it without him. If it was up to me, it probably would be.
You see his little thumbs up, like yeah. Shut the fuck up.
I'm busy. No.
All right, so go check out the rest of the lounge, and this is where we're ending it now. And I will put the link in the description on the replay. Okay. On the replay for people watching this on the replay, so they could check out. So bye, everyone, and this party will continue on the lounge.